Hello everyone, it's good to be here again. My name is Abimbola Akinwumi Okoya on Now That You Are Married. Today we want to look at finance in marriage, the place of finance in marriage. Of course, money answereth all things. We need money for so many things, from the running of the home to the running of the family, even at large. You need money to rent an accommodation. You need money for feeding, for transportation, for clothing. Everything you can ever think of boils down to having money. But the question is, how do we handle issues that has to do with money in family? So many families are having problems today that are traceable to the issue of money. We know it's good. Money is good. In fact, love without money is equal to frustration. You need money to express your love. If you keep telling your spouse, I love you, and then you encourage your spouse to keep suffering, one day your spouse is going to tell you love is not enough. Money is necessary to express your love. But how much are we expected to run after this money? A lot of families are having issues just because they didn't know where to draw the line. Everybody is looking for money. The wife is running out to get money. The husband is running out to get money. Sometimes even the children are doing part-time jobs to bring money into the family. What are the sources of this money? You get money through your jobs, or your career, or through your business. Some of us inherit it. Some people have done the working for you, and the money is available. But not everyone has access to such money. But must money now be the only driving force in a marriage? Should finance be the source of either making or breaking a home? My answer is no. As much as money is good. You know, there's a song that I heard among the youths, and they said, no money, no love. No money, no love. Na, 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 no money, no love. No money, no love. Does that mean your love is for sale? Does that mean when it comes to a time in your marriage that money stops flowing in as it used to be? Does that mean the love will die? As much as I want to agree with everyone that money cannot be taken out of love, but it shouldn't be a matter of life and death. We must learn to be contented. Contentment is the word. You don't have to have everything at the same time. There's a stage. Life is stage by stage. If what you can afford now is one room, self-contained, so be it. Don't be envious of the person that is already living in a duplex. Because I've seen a lot of people struggle to meet up just for acceptance that is not necessary. In fact, there's the case of someone I had. I don't want to say a lady, so I don't let you know that it's actually a female, but it's a female that is living in the gate house of a house in Lekki, all in the name, I live on the island. Is that what love is all about? Is that how you want to live your life? Pleasing others and displeasing yourselves. And then some will spend money on unnecessary things. What are you using the little money you have for? Is it for Ashwebi? Every wedding you have to attend, you must buy. This generation is a generation we all need to pray for. Because it is in this generation that I know that you buy a cloth for a wedding, and the style you even so you won't be able to wear it again. And then there's another wedding, you need to buy another one. For both male and female. Come on. Prudence is the word. Be prudent in your spending. There's a way you can manage small amount of money and then you'll achieve so much with it. And there's a way you can mismanage a huge sum of money and then you won't achieve much. You'll achieve very little out of it. Set your priorities. It's not compulsory you buy every ashwabi that is introduced to you. It's not compulsory that you have 6-5 designer bags just because your friend has it. It is not compulsory that you buy designer shoes for the men just because your colleague has it. Love what you have. Maintain what you have. Cherish what you have. You know, someone once said something to us and we all laughed, but it's a serious matter. People were looking at him and said, look at the suit I'm wearing. Can somebody guess the price? And you know, because of the caliber, the stature, the status of the person, everybody started mentioning 6 digits, 5 digits figure. And he said no. That he bought it at a ridiculous price that was less than 10,000 naira. And then he adjusted his shoulder and said, see, it is not in the cost of the suit. It is on who is wearing the suit. So you might spend a lot of money on things and people will not even notice you are wearing anything. I've seen ladies raise up their shoes just because they want everybody to know that the sole is red. And I've seen many people buy theirs at Agege properly painted into red. So who are you trying to impress? The point I'm making here is love what you have. Buy what you need, not what you want. There's a wide difference between it. Many people are clamoring for what, oh, I must get this. Somebody wore it, I must get it. My wristwatch has to be designer. My tie has to be designer. My shoes, even up till socks. And then they wear trousers that will show at least show part of the socks so they will know the kind of socks they are wearing. Come on. Marriage is meant for matured minds. And maturity is simply shown in how much you appreciate what you have, not what you don't have. Finance is not something we can treat in a hurry. But I just want us to talk about it because I know it's the bedrock of so many issues. Frustration is being set in sometimes because one spouse is earning fantastically more than the other spouse. So, for example, if it's the husband that is making so much money and the wife is not making as much, and then she begins to make requests, and the man goes, do you want to kill me? Yeah, do you know what it takes to make money? How much? Why, if it's so easy to get, why don't you buy it yourself? That's even still manageable. If the reverse is the case, there is the wife that is making more, and then the man has need, and then, in fact, shame no go even allow and ask the wife, because it can preempt what the wife would say. And eventually, when he summons up courage to say, darling, I think, you have come again. 2 weeks ago, it was 200,000. Please don't kill me, oh. Don't kill me, oh. Marriage is supposed to be complementary. Whatever you make should actually come together to what your spouse is making, to make the amount that is available for spending in your family. I'm not saying you should be wasteful, but what I'm saying is be open to each other. And the other guy that is earning less, that does not give the reason why you have to bring so much that your spouse will spend upon, just to make sure that he or she comes down to your level. If he is at the 0 level, you are the one that will pay for it. So the best you can do is be open, but at the same time, be prudent. Plan wisely. If what will work for you is having a joint account, so be it. If you don't believe in it, then stay on your own. I have a joint account with my husband, but I can't remember the last time we had any money in it. That's the truth. But we are open. If there's a common need, both of you should meet it to ensure that you are comfortable. Whatever you have, don't forget you are no longer 2 but 1. Whatever you have, 50% belongs to you. I'm not saying go on your knees and say, my husband, this is how much I have. Because some people are terrible. That's when they start hammering submission. You must submit to me. Wife should submit to their husband. It's just the account that he wants her to submit to. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is Be open. Be complementary to each other. When there's a need, both of you should rise and meet it. Don't leave any lapses at all. Don't leave loophole. Don't let money become so paramount in your heart that you lose respect for each other. Don't get carried away by how much you earn and that you begin to look down on your spouse. The money is supposed to make you love each other the more. And if it's the woman that is earning more, you have even to tread more gently. Why? Because you might bruise your husband's ego. And then you are talking to me anyhow. And you are not very proud. That's what he would say if you're not careful. But if you are the one that has always come in open, telling him he knows this is how it is, and he knows that you are not looking down on him, you still give him his respect, then it means he will have more confidence in himself. It doesn't matter who is earning more, but what matters most is how much you're able to come together to meet your individual needs. Now, if you are earning more and you build a house, will the house be just for you? Will it not be a family house? Even if it's the wife that builds it, can you live in your house on your own? Are you going to abandon your husband and say because you have a house? Your husband is still living in a rented apartment with his family. Now you have raised enough money to build a house. Can you say, let's move into my house if you never told him that you were building one? Okay, fine, you let it out and you're making rent. What will you do with the money? There are some things that are more important, far more important than money in life. And one of it is love. One of it is confidence. One of it is care. One of it is concern. One of it is appreciation. Loving your spouse for who he is. I'm not encouraging laziness. In fact, there's a trend now that when a man loses his job and then he begins to sit at home just because his wife is working. That's not right. I had the story of a man that would drive his car. He had a car, but he lost his job, a white-collar job. Then he went to look for a brown-collar job. You can't continue to wait for white-collar job just because you lost one. He would drive his car, go to a building site, take off his suit and his tie, put on his jeans and his t-shirt, and join the laborers there to work. And then he would come home. Until one day that the wife got so curious. Where is it that my husband, where is his new place of work that he goes every day? And he comes home so fresh. Then she sneaked after him until she got to the building that where the husband was working as a laborer. Somebody that was earning so much before. What I call that is responsibility. A responsible man. A man that knows that whatever it takes, I need to put food on the table. Whatever it takes, I need to pay my children's school fees. Whatever it takes, I must be able to pay my rent. And you know what happened after it all? The wife respected him more. Now you mean you are paying so much price just to make sure we're comfortable in the home? That is a man indeed. Not a lazy one that will sit at home. So the fact that you have lost your job is not the end of the world. Go and look for another one. You are not getting anywhere. Think of a business you can do. That's what I tell women. You lost your job, so get yourself another job. If nobody's employing you, employ yourself. Think of what you can do. What is it that you like doing? Discover your talent. Begin to exploit it. Or at one time or the other when you were in school, you used to plait hair for your friends. Then go and learn how to do it more. And begin to do it. Oh, I love cooking. I've cooked a few delicious meals. Then begin to cook and sell to others. Employ yourself. I've heard the story of a woman that said, I'm sure you must have heard about designer moi moi. She started with 1,000 naira. The day I heard her story, I was dumbfounded. And then she made the moi moi and took it to the front of a school. And those that were her former colleagues were buying from her. Before you knew it, she started making more and more. And today, in fact, she was invited to White House to come and cook moi moi because she decided to take the bull by the horns. What are you doing? That you don't have a job is not the end of life. Think of what you can do, even from your home, where you are. Laziness should not be encouraged in any way. But at the same time, money should not come between couples. Money should not be the source of disparity. Money should not be the issues you should be having in your home. My desire is that you begin to see money as just a means to get what you want, as a means to get what you need, as a means to settle bills, not as something that should become a God, even in your heart. Take pride out of your life. Take pride, especially between you and your spouse. There should be nothing to be proud about there. Money has come, make it available. You know, an average man will not want to ask you for money, but you know he does not have one. There is nothing wrong in putting some notes in his purse. He has left the house and then he discovered you have put some notes there. He will call and ask you. He may even ask arrogantly, did you put some money there? Oh yes, I did, because I felt you might need it. That is what is called love. Forget it, a man will always be man. He says, okay, thank you. He may not say more than that, but deep down in his heart, I'm sure he will be very appreciative. He'll be very appreciative. You saw that your wife is at home. You just give her some money, but she's been telling you, I wish I could get this. Drop some money on the table before you leave for your office. She will see that and call you. Darling, did you put the money there? Yes, because I heard you saying you wanted to buy. Is it Weave On you said you wanted to buy? Go and get it. I know she will say thank you. And even if she does not say it as much as you would want, deep down in her heart, she'll be appreciative that you are concerned about her need. Money should not come in between you. Money is not everything, though it's a key. It's a very important key in running a home. But it should not dictate your joy. Money should not dictate your love. Money should not dictate the kind of intimacy you will share with your spouse. Let love flow in your heart, and nothing can replace love. Finance is not something that can be exhausted in just a short time like this. It's so wide. Talking about how do you use credit? When do you take credit? Do you use cash or do you pay on credit? What do I mean by paying on credit? Many of us are being given credit cards these days. How do you handle it? Then, how do you apportion your resources when you have pending bills to settle? Do you look at what your siblings need? Do you look at the need of your extended family? Do you look at your own family need, your immediate need? When it comes to your immediate, is that the children you give priority or the parents? These are the things we'll still be looking at in finance. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate how you've been viewing this. And I just want to tell you again that I'm expecting your question. I'm expecting your comments. I'm expecting your own view about the whole of this matter. You can find different media displayed. Make sure you send in your question, send in your contribution, so that we can have a look at it together and then we can answer the question. Thank you once more. I remain Abimbola Akinwumi Iliokoya on Now That You Are Married.